From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for... Come on. Bette Midler has a point, and boy, oh boy, does she have a point. Here's what she wants. Bette wants Justin Timberlake to make an apology to Janet Jackson publicly. Well, I'll tell you what she said, and then you can have your own opinion, but I certainly do have mine. All right. Justin Timberlake publicly apologized to his wife for holding hands with another actress after having too much to drink, but says nothing else happened. Who cares? So when is Janet Jackson's boob gonna get an apology? Hashtag justice for Janet. Bette is my kind of girl because she could give, like, pick a finger. You know what I mean? She just sits back and rants. But you know what? She's right. You know, he never apologized to Janet. And while I do think in my heart of hearts, don't come for me because I don't care, that Janet and Justin were in on Nipplegate, because it's clear, no, we don't have to W this. She had a star over it.
Ew, that's why she got in trouble.
Why are we Wing?
FCC rules, because you
no,
see,
but she
like,
had a star.
you see, like, Areola and stuff.
Wait, but the picture you showed me this morning in Hot Topics, she had a star over it.
Yeah.
Like a metallic.
Like a piercing, but that's what got her in trouble. It's still too.
But it covered her areola. It did not. You're not familiar with an areola, so
I promise you. I promise you, it's peeking through. We'll look after, I promise you.
Suzanne.
Yes.
Janet had a metallic star evidently put there by Janet and her team.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Over her thing.
Okay.
I didn't see any areola, but, you know, he's allergic. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that, to me, because she had that star already in place, but her material over top of it, that they were plotting Janet and Justin on, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create history at the Super Bowl. You know, I'm gonna pull it down. And Janet's like, oh, well, I got the cutest thing that my team put on top of it. You know what I'm saying? But Janet was not forgiven. Justin was forgiven and still appropriated the culture and the whole bit. Janet, you all, I'm gonna remind you, she was banned from all Viacom properties. That's a lot, including MTV, BET, and all their radio stations. Fortunately, she's still Janet, and she went on to marry that man who was good for her for a moment. She moved out of the country, was cloaked in a lot of clothing, had the baby, has now divorced him, back in the country, and trying to get back on her giddy-up. But she's been gone for so long, I don't know how those concerts, I don't know what's gonna happen with the rest of her career. She's still Janet, but Justin went on to perform at Super Bowl in 2018, see? you see. And he went on to marry Jessica Biel, you see. And he went on to have his children and live his life, and everybody has forgotten about Janet on the side of the road. Now, he forgave this girl that he's in the movie, or his wife, and, you know, whatever. Justin, you're wrong. Bet, thanks for reminding us. That's all. So the trailer for part 2, I know, R. Kelly, I know. We've got to talk, though, you all. We've got to watch it as a family. Okay? The trailer for part 2 of Surviving R. Kelly, the documentary, is out. I have it for you. The original documentary helped put R. Kelly behind bars, but part 2, everything that happened since is now aired. Just take a look at this, and then we'll talk.
Robert said, "Don't believe everything you hear."
R. Kelly has been charged with multiple counts of sexual assault.
I have video of you. Come meet me.
I finally got around to watching that documentary. It was a rehash of things they've known for years, and everybody rejected it.
Black women had been talking about this story since 1991. Surviving R. Kelly accomplished making America listen to these stories.
Okay, so the bigger story is that his ex-wife, Drea, who, I like her, she's been here before, you know, I've seen her out, you know, a few times and stuff like that. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea, is furious that she's included in part 2. Now, here's what she told TMZ Live. Take a look.
When they brought the idea to me, I let them know that in no way, shape, form, or fashion will I be a part of it. They reached out to my children without my permission. They reached out to my family members without my permission. But what's more important about this is that I'm not happy with the aftercare and how the victims and survivors were handled throughout this entire process. And it was pretty much, we got our ratings, we got our marketing dollars, we got our numbers, goodbye, see you, whatever happens, happens.
But my thing, Drea, is you can't blame Lifetime. You know, your ex-husband is foul, and you married him under a certain... And Drea is a 40-something-year-old woman with 3 children by R. Kelly after they got married. Drea used to be a background dancer for R. Kelly. And you can't tell me you didn't see stuff when all of a sudden he claimed you and wanted you to marry him. Now, you're older than the rest, but she's a little bunchkin. You know what I'm saying? You see she's youthful. If you squint, she could look 16 and play the part. Laugh if you want. So you were his girlfriend, Drea, and you did marry him, Drea, and you did go on and have not 1 but 3 children with him, Drea. So you were along for the ride. And I understand, Drea, that he used to lock you in a room and you'd have to knock on the door just to get out of the room to use the bathroom and think, oh, yes, he treated her foul too. But Drea, tell me you didn't know some foulation in the situation was going on before you even said yes to the first date. Now, what's in this for you? And now you want to be all kumbaya? So now here she goes. She wants to sue Lifetime. In my opinion, you don't have a leg to stand on. Just sit down and take your lumps. It's hard sitting here speaking my truth. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. I sit here, I take my lumps, and I go on about my life and mind my own business. I don't care. Snowed all day yesterday in New York. I'm looking. Shout out to Jersey City, all that foulness going on. Like, I can't breathe. So to do a cheerful show while knowing Drea's wrong, R. Kelly's going to jail, and Tommy's dead. Tommy from Alice, the sitcom, 55. Doesn't it strike you odd when somebody your same age dies? I mean, it's bad enough when people die. I used to love this show, Alice, with Mel and Flo, Vera. They were all there. They were all there. And all they said was he passed away. He was suffering for many years with something or another, but they never said what the something or other is. See, I want to know what the something or other is, only because I'm the same age. You know, was it the diabetes? Then say it. Was it the cancer? Then say it. Was it a substance abuse? What was it? Like, why did Tommy die at 55? And shout out to his sister who was on Facts of Life. You know her. Nancy McKeon. Yes, Nancy McKeon. Shout out to you, Nancy. I mean, I don't know you, but I know you through the TV on account of Tootie and all them. And, yeah, rest in peace, Tommy. Yeah. And based on how we live right now, I would think that everybody bucks the system, even no matter how you were raised, just because you have to find your own happiness within the confines of doing right by people and yourself and not hurting anybody. But Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, they want to get married, but they can't. Now, Gwen is a Roman Catholic, so this is where her church belief is getting in the way of her own happiness. And I see, I'd be like, okay, now, the world is going to hell. I'm going to be happy. Now, God will forgive me. I can't be bothered with my church upbringing, because that was a long time ago, when the world was a little different. You know, when we were all children, it was a little different. People magazine is reporting that Gwen wants to have a church wedding, but she can't get married in the church because she's Roman Catholic, and her first marriage has to be annulled so that she can have a church wedding. You know, I'd be like, all right, come on over here to the purple chair. Suzanne, get anointed for one day.
Yup.
Get on over here.
I would do it. I would do it. Mm-hmm.
You do, I do, you do too. Okay, boom.
Yup.
I wouldn't care what my mother, my father, my church members, I wouldn't care what anybody says. I want my man, I want to be married, and I can't get married in church, oh well. And what is this thing about getting annulled? Because, you know, in my first marriage, they said that it can't be annulled if you've consummated. You know, in other words, if you had the sex. So I was like, well, we had the sex, so it can't be annulled, because I wanted an annulment. Like, it never happened, that's that. So an annulment, but she had kids with Gavin, so clearly they had the sex. But she wants the annulment, and the annulment, from what I understand, is going to take a very long time. So she and Blake cannot get married because, and he's religious also, and he loves her. Like, I love them as a couple. And somebody in our morning meeting said, well, why do they have to get married? I said, because they do, in my eyes. You know, like, why not get married? You know, she can have, like, maybe one more baby with him or no more babies with him. I don't even care. But I love them together. I do. And he loves her like a wife, not a girlfriend, and she loves him like a wife, not a boyfriend. So, but that whole, clap if you're with me, you would just get married anyway, okay? But, and I know we're a loose crowd, clap if you're with the churchly belief. Okay, Gwen, 3 people who would have their happiness be blocked by society. Gwen and Blake, good luck with your decision. I love you together, I do. Now look at here, Future. He's so cute. Good teeth, good eyebrows, good skin, good hair, the whole bit. But I can't with all the baby's moms and the sloppiness behind the scene. Future's alleged 7th and 8th babies' mothers. Oh, yes, not what. One of the babies is 6 months old, and one of the babies is 5 months old. Hood twins, okay? 2 different women. This is the 7th and 8th baby. The man is only 36 himself. Now, you imagine meeting a 36-year-old man who tells you he has 8 kids. I don't care if it's with one baby's mom and a full-grown Roman Catholic marriage. It's all too much. So, give me one of them W's. Anyway, look, the 7th and 8th baby's mom didn't know each other, but they've teamed up. See now, Future is denying that he's the father of these children. They asked for a paternity test. He never took the paternity test for each child. Now, one's name is Legendary. Put it together. Put it together. All right. All right. My people. And the other's name is Cindy. What?
It's Rain.
Rain?
Cindy is Legendary's mother.
Legendary.
Yeah, but the other baby's name is
The middle
Rain.
name is Airy.
Yes,
Yes.
Airy.
So Legend.
Right.
All right. And the mom is named normal like Cindy?
Yeah.
Well, what happened was... Anyway, so yesterday, they both posted the DNA results showing that they are half-siblings. Now, look at here. This is all... You could have seen this yesterday yourself, but that's our job. I bring it to you. Look at these 2 children. You tell me they don't look like twins. Right? Now, do they look like Future? I can't tell, because to me, all babies look alike. You can't really tell what they look like until they grow up and start having a personality and they really form their thing. But all I'm saying is both women say that he's cut off contact since they had their children. And now both of them have joined together to sue him for child support. Another story that I don't want to follow, but I have to. For you. Well, that was quick. Common, who I love. Common was with a girl named Angela Ray, and we talked about this on Hot Topics. And what's her name?
Angela Rye.
Angela Rye. She's an actress.
No, like a political commentator.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, the smart girl who he thought was great for him because he does smart talk, smart lyrics. Like, he's so conscious. She was good for him, a political commentator, but they've broken up. Well, Tiffany, you and I have talked about this. I'm not going to say too much. All I'm saying is you all know that I'm close with Tiffany Haddish. And the last time I talked with Common about being with Angela Rye, I shouted out to Tiffany and I said, wait, Tiffany, I've been hearing that you guys were together. I mean, we never talked about it. She doesn't have to discuss her love life with me. And I don't pry like that. Like, behind the scenes, I'm not this girl right here. I mean, I do this because I got to pay bills. And I did used to be this girl 24/7, but then you get older and you have more responsibilities and you're into other things and I just can't be bothered. Tiffany and I have the best time ever, and we never talk about anybody that you all know. Like, we talk about our families, we talk about our nails, we talk about men, we talk about men. I mean, the talk about men is disgusting and dirty, but not about the men that we know, about either people that we've been with or stuff we've seen that we don't like or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, however, she did mention Common to me, and I acted like I didn't hear it because I never wanted to repeat it because I'm not that girl in real life, but the purple chair gives me a buzz in my butt. So I feel like I have to say something. And she didn't say anything foul about Common except he's smart, he's delicious to look at, and I was like, yup, he is. And you know what? Tiffany is so smart and so, in my opinion, they would make a great couple. And I told her that. And she said, well, I'm from your lips to God's ear. So Common, I don't know what you're gonna do. I do not wanna be involved. I'm just passing it along. There is a very, very single, very accomplished, wealthy, no children, no relationship woman that likes you a whole lot. And that's it. Clap a little louder, everybody. We got more great show for you. Up next, we've got the hottest holiday movies. So grab a snack and come on.